Hey Scope, did you miss me? Hope you did. This is Lady Business, and it is a little bit later than tonight. It's almost 8:15. I did not do a scope yesterday because I had some other things that came up, and I'm late this evening because me and the husband decided to treat ourselves to go get a pedicure. And so, just a little self-love, a little self-care. I'm sweating because I've been cooking and doing all kinds of cleaning and extra stuff right now. But a little self-care for yourself and your mate. And so that's what we did this evening. My feet look lovely. And one thing that I can say is the young lady that did my feet, her name is Jessica. She is at the Healthy Nail Institute. And so tomorrow's her last day. And then she'll be opening up her own business, doing nails, manicures, pedicures, and all of that stuff. And so I can't wait to, patronize her once she gets to her own business, which will be in the new year. So hopefully you missed me. I missed you guys. Hey, Sense of Nature, how are you doing? Hey, Bryant G. Hey there. Who else? I saw Janae on there. I saw Alana on there. I saw, who else did I see? Nola Party Boutique. Hey there. Starship Photos. Yes, nice to see all of you guys this evening. I choose to lead and see. Hey there. How are you doing? The Donna. Hey, Daltra. Okay, so good. So everybody's on. I got some music playing in the background, and I'm not about to cut it off because, like I said, I'm sweating and I want to stay in the mode. But I thought, okay, we did not do our scope yesterday, but we're still about that abundant life. And on the way home today, I was listening to the song by Mary J. Blige, and it was talking about doubting yourself. And I said, that is what the scope is going to be about tonight. And so, the Donna, you've already started it. So I want you guys to go ahead and invite your followers, invite your people on Twitter, share it there, and make sure that you throw those hearts up on there. And if you're watching on the replay, don't feel shy. You can still give hearts. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Pennix-Brown, and my company is Lady Business. I do marketing and branding to help people have a show up and show out brand online. And I also teach for a number of small business centers here in North Carolina. And so this Abundant Life series is something that we were doing every day. But trust me, when I tell you I did something super important yesterday that kept me from doing the scope, it was super important. And so I said, let me jump on today to just give you guys something because, like I said, hopefully you missed me. If not, I'm here. But I think that one of the most powerful things that entrepreneurs go through is actually doubting themselves. I put out this post yesterday, and it had like a zigzag line of the way that people feel about themselves and about their businesses. And then I had a discussion with one of my clients who was saying that, her family was still kind of doubting it. And one thing that I think about as far as being an entrepreneur, one thing that I think about as being an entrepreneur is the fact that this is you. This is your life. You could be doing something else with it. But if you've chosen that you're going to be in business full time for yourself, the doubt can't be there. You have a great ability to do wonderful, massive things. But if you stop, you're never going to know what that dream could be realized. And there may be challenges right now because it's the end of the year. It's getting ready to be the first of the month. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's happening right now. But I don't want you to go into this year with doubt. I don't know what you're doing for New Year's, if you're going to church, if you're going to be at the house, if you're going to a party, if you're going to be asleep, if you're going to just watch the ball drop on TV, if you're traveling, whatever. But no matter what, when you go into the new year, go into it with a mind that is open and ready to receive the blessings that should be coming to you in your business. If this is your first year, first month, first whatever, only the first people, just know that as hard as it's been this year, it will continue to be easier. Now, if you've been in business for more than 1 year and maybe you're still not seeing the results that you want, you still have to keep up with it. Because when I am telling you, they say 3 years in order for you to start to see the fruits of your labor, it really is true. Now, depending on your business, I mean, it could be different, but it did take a while for me to start to really see the fruits of my labor. I saw all the connections. I went to the networking things. I had my face in the streets, all of that. But it wasn't until I really honed in on exactly who I wanted to be the type of client that I wanted to have, and really honestly how much money I wanted to make at a minimum. Okay, we're not talking about that the sky's the limit when you're in business for yourself, but how much I wanted to make at a minimum. It wasn't until that really came to fruition that I said, now I'm starting to live the dreams. And when I'm telling you, I can't be more blessed at this moment than last year. This time was challenging for me. Going into 2015, I just said, you know what? This is my year of solvency. And every year I make it a priority to decide on what's going to happen, I guess. This year thank you so much. This year going into 2016, my thing is new growth. And I want to wish that for everybody. But I know that sometimes things come that make you doubt yourself. Now, I don't believe that you were given this vision, this business, this idea, this concept just to kick rocks. I don't believe that was the case. I believe that you were given this because you have gifts that are there. But I do need you to understand the thing that is with gifts. Are you doing what you want to do? And now I'm about to get biblical on y'all. I'm about to throw that Jesus up in there. Are you doing what you want to do, or are you taking the gifts that God is actually giving you in order to make those things happen? Because, see, that was my problem. What I was doing was I was taking what I wanted to do. Anybody that understands me, you better say it, good love, child. I was taking what I wanted to do and really trying to make that the focus of the business. And that's why it wasn't working. When I really sat and I said, look at the gifts that you really have and where your talents are. Do what God told you to do instead of trying to do your own thing and being so hard-headed. That's when things change. Now, anybody that knows me that's around this area in North Carolina, I love doing events. I promise you, I will find a reason to do an event. But the events were not making the money that I needed. It wasn't until I really sat down and said, let me tell you this about events. And any event planner that's on here, I'm not trying to break your little heart. You cannot count on people all the time. That's just the facts. If you are counting on 1 million people coming somewhere for you to make your money, that may not work out like that. You need to start to do things that are guaranteed. Yes, DJ Ina Pop. Things that are guaranteed where you're going to get your money. And I mean, in life, I know there's probably no necessary guarantees. I want to say it like that. But I know when I got a contract, as long as I do what I'm supposed to do, I am going to get the money. All right. Starship Photo said I almost did. And he showed me about a month ago that it hadn't come to pass because you were seeing it wrong. And I mean, honestly, that's really the truth. So when I look at people that are doing well, it's because, and this is, it sounds crazy and I've said it before, and this is the thing with the 90-day focus. It's because they found one thing to focus on and they stayed with that one thing. Now, once you get that one thing and you start being really great and known for that one thing, then you can start to branch out and add in all of the rest of everything. I do believe in multiple streams of income, but I don't believe in continually dividing up your time to the point where you are stretched thin. And doubt has you doing that. So if it's anybody out here that's in that frame of mind right now, doubt has you doing that. Doubt had me in a place where I felt like I needed to do so many things because not one thing was making enough money. Doubt made me say, well, let me go here. Let me get this money. Let me go there. Let me get this. This is an opportunity. Let me do this. Let me do. And I don't doubt myself anymore. I don't. Because the thing is, when people say, oh, your prices are too much, then you know what I say? You're not my client. Get your money up. And I know I don't charge ridiculous in comparison to what some other people charge. But what I know is I know my value. And I know that I could charge more than I'm charging. But I know that at this rate, I am comfortable. I know that I can make ends meet. I know that my house can run like it needs to. I know that my business can be solvent because I can't take way less than something else. Now, I can give a discount if I want to, but I don't do that too often. You know why? Because I'm not a discount person. I am a discount shopper though. Don't get it twisted, because I will be up in a Target and listen, I was shopping yesterday. I was a discount on 70-80% off. Okay. So now that's a little bit different. But when it comes to my business, we don't discount like that. All right. I can't give more and keep or less. I'm going to give you the same value, but you want a discount. Now, I have seen circumstances where I have done that. Okay. Yes. Cartwheel app. You better get it right. But if I do that to myself and I doubt my ability and I lower my prices, I'm going to keep being low price. I'm not Walmart. I'm not. I can't keep lowering my price and being the best love, value, and all the rest. That's not my brand. My brand is quality over quantity. I would rather have 2 great clients. I would rather have 2 wonderful contracts than to worry about trying to be everywhere. But the thing is, when you can handle things, you can start to grow. Yes, and we have bills too. I think people think just because you say you're in business for yourself, that means all of a sudden that, okay, yeah, well, I can give you what I want to give you. And you know what I have to say to that? Hell to the no. You can't do that, because you know what you can do? Not be a client. That's what you can do. I mean, and when it comes down to it, if you continue to doubt yourself, you will never get where you need to go. You will never get what is there for you if you continue to doubt yourself. So I just want to tell you that you don't need to doubt yourself anymore. If you were doing that, leave that here in 2015 and really, really think about what you want and the person that you want to be, how much that person makes, where that person lives, what that person does. And if that's not you right now, we need you to create that person, because when you create a business, you are creating a whole thing. Had a friend say she was cheap, like that changes my prices. She's cheap. I'm not. Okay, there you go. Yeah. All right. And so this is the thing. Let me say that about friends. If they are your friend, they will pay full price. If they are your friend, they will buy you materials. If they are your friend, they will support you. They will help motivate you. They will help you sell more product. If they're your friend. If they're not and they just don't want to pay for it, okay. Because I can tell you what, and I always use Bias Benson as an example. I tell you, honestly, overall, on a regular basis, I'm not her client. I'm just not on a regular basis. But there are things that I want that I say, okay, well, I'll do such and such, and I can do such and such. So, I mean, when I want something, I pay for it. I don't be like, oh, girl, could you give me a discount because we friends? No, because the materials cost the same amount. The energy to make it is the same amount. You know what I mean? So when you tell me what your price is, either I roll with it or not. One of the two. It's no in between. It's no discounts. No, I have to stop. Well, I mean, I'm not doubting myself anymore. So this is not really for me. I felt this on my heart to say to somebody else. Okay. And I feel like once you figure out what you're worth, you can stop doubting that. Your friends are your best salespeople, but not her. So no deal. Okay. But you know that though. You know that about her. But when I'm telling you, I will push that Bias Benson, because there is a woman out there that's her ideal client. You know what I mean? And so you may not be an ideal client because maybe, you don't want to pay for such and such, or maybe you don't feel like da-da-da. So the thing is too, whatever you're selling may not necessarily be for your friends. Your friends may not be your client because of what you have. That could be the case too. But when it really boils down, it's you doubting yourself, because your friends should want to support you. Your family should want to support you. My family already knows it's no discounts. My friends know it's no discounts. But the thing is that I give freely. And if I want you to have something, you're going to have it regardless of money. You will have it. But I can't doubt myself, and you can't doubt yourself either. If you keep doubting yourself, you are not going to get what you're supposed to get. So think about what your gifts are and what you want to do, and do they align? Because maybe that's why stuff's not working out. Maybe what you want to do is not what you should be doing. And so that's one of the things when I talk to my clients, let's not spread the doubt. Okay. All right, Starship Photos. I'm going to give you this message, right? Yes, Nola. I really think that that's the case, because it's like, when you are talented at so many things, sometimes you can't hone in on the one, but I promise you that 90 days that I honed in on Let me focus on this teaching thing. Let me see how much I want. Can I get this from such and such? And this is when it gets good. When people call you and be like, can you do such and such? Ooh, yes, that is the best feeling. Or they sent you an email telling you they want to pay you. That is everything right there. And if you're not to that point yet, you will get to that point, but not without. Because I had a person say that they weren't going to pay XYZ for me. And you know what I said? It's not a problem. Okay, you come highly recommended, child. Thank you, Anita. But I had somebody still tell me that they weren't going to pay my prices. And I said, it's not a problem. So that contract that you thought you had, you can go ahead and you can cancel that. Don't put my name out there because I'm not coming. Because if we don't have a contract that says the rate that I want, I'm not coming. But thank you so much for the opportunity. And I mean, that's just it. That's just it. Because when it comes down to it, people will nickel and dime you. Yes, Felicia, goodbye. People will nickel and dime you. And if you allow that to happen, then that's the type of business that you're going to run. So, all right, when a person tells you their price, either you can afford it or you can't. Either you're going to get it or you're not. That's just it, right? Just said that, kind of no. Yes, boo-boo. That's what you got to do, because doubting yourself constantly puts you in a state of fear. It constantly puts you in a state of lack, and it does not give you what you need. Yes, simple as that. So I need you to really think about what you want and who you want to be, how much that person makes, the lifestyle that person lives, and go with it. Yes, because we don't need you to have low self-esteem. Honestly, when I think about it and I say, okay, well, it's other people that's teaching, but they not me. That's what I think. You know, because I know that once, and this is just my personal thing, I always say, if I can come and either speak to you or teach you, and this is just because my stuff, if you don't know me, I have contracts. And so I teach for different schools. And so with that being the case, if I can come teach for you once, you're going to ask me back. I have never been to teach anywhere and they haven't asked me back. But you know what? This is what I think is the key. And I'm just going to tell you my secret. Okay, this is the secret. I don't like anybody to feel stupid. I like you to feel empowered. I like you to feel like you can do this. And I like to make you see the steps that are necessary in order for you to be successful. I'm just that awesome. Thank you. But that's it. I like people to be happy when they leave my classes. I don't need you to be sitting here doubting yourself and thinking you can't do it. I try to tell people, let's make this simple. Let's make this easy. It is that easy to do XYZ. And that is the key to my success. It is. Because if I can teach you in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is, how to do something, and you leave with something completed, even if you never do it again, right? Yes, confidence is definitely what you get, Deltra. And Danielle, I do try to give it to the people. And so anybody that's been to my classes or that's been a client, I never want to leave them with a bad taste in their mouth. I always want to leave them saying, she's awesome, she's great, can we have her back? Because you know what? When they say that and they put it on their reviews and they talk to the directors want to have her back. And her is me. And so if I doubted my ability going anywhere and was scared, I wouldn't have half the opportunities that I have now. So I just really, truly, I know it's the end of the year and I need you to stop doubting yourself. If you need to raise your prices, raise those prices. You know when the notice is? Today, put out the notice. If you need to go somewhere that you've never been before, go. Don't doubt yourself. Because, I mean, you know, honestly, the thing is, you really can create the person that you want to be. Honestly. So if you start telling, I've seen some people, and I could just tell you, I won't put out any names, but I've seen some people who, when they get in their business persona or their whatever persona, all of a sudden they are grand, honey. And when they're not in their business persona, they are basic. So it's like, if you need a persona, put that persona on. And I mean, what do you need? What is that? That's what I'm saying. What does that person look like? How does she dress? What does she feel like? Where does she eat? Think about those things. The Wizard of Oz. Yes, like the grandness of you can exude and go to everybody else, and they will feel it and they will get it from you. So stop doubting yourself. Create the life that you want to live. Now, if you need more help with that, the 90-Day Focus Conference is going to be on Saturday, January 30th. It is going to be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tickets are on sale now with the early bird special. Go to the website, ladybusiness.com. Purchase your ticket. People are purchasing tickets. There are only, well, the total seats was 20, so it's not going to be any more than 20 seats. I like to keep it small and intimate so that we can focus and work with people. You will have a plan. I've never had anybody leave a conference that I've done and said that they didn't feel empowered, but I don't want you to just get that feeling. Like, that's why I don't want to be called a motivational speaker, because I feel like I'm about that action, boss. All right. That's a football term if y'all don't know, but I'm about that action, boss, which means you got to want to do it when you leave, because I see so many people with this motivational speaking and it's like, okay, that's cool, but when they leave, are they doing it? And the thing is, I love, you don't even understand how much I love when I see the reactions and stuff of people online. When I see my clients go from they didn't have an account to posting online, and they send me logos and copies of things, and they send me new contracts and tell me that they got, that is the reward right there. That is it. Because I know that you about that action. But the thing is, maybe you just didn't have a plan. And so if you need a plan and you need direction, that's why I scheduled it for the 30th of January. Because you know what? You may need to recuperate from Christmas and whatever else and get things together. But I believe that you can be super successful. I believe that you know some things that you need to get together. Yep, Anita's periscoping now. Yes, I saw your periscope, boo. And I'm just like, let me help you, okay? I'm not gonna help you for free, so I'm just gonna let you know that. But I will help you, and I promise from 10 to 4, you will have my undivided attention. You will also eat, because everybody knows we like to eat, so I will be feeding you. But you will get what you need, and this is not empty promises. I promise you that. This is not empty promises. If you leave and you don't have what you need, that's your fault. It's not my fault, because I am going to make sure that you tap into the problem, fix it, get it together. And then also those people that come to the conference will be getting a signed copy of the 90-Day Focus, Your Action Plan for Success. So everybody that comes to the conference will be getting a new book. Yay. So I really want you to leave that doubt behind. I really do. And I need you to understand that, and this is what I put out on a regular basis, you are responsible for your success. You're responsible for it. And so you could spend your money doing some nonsense if you want, or you could spend it with me and get what you need and get coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because once you come to a conference, I'm not leaving you alone. I promise you that. It ain't going to cost you no extra to get into the group on Facebook. It's not going to cost you any extra for the phone calls that we do, on a monthly basis, which will start back in January. It won't cost you any extra for that. This is something that you will get. And I think part of the problem is you don't have anybody to be accountable to. And so I will help you with that. That's it. That's my promise to you. So if you would like to get some basic help and stop doubting yourself, just go ahead and register. Go to ladybusiness.com, LADYBIZNESS.com, and register for that 90-Day Focus Conference. And I will see you January 30th. Okay? So have a beautiful night. Make sure that you continue to show up and show out. Give it to the people at every opportunity that you can. And tomorrow night, we are going to the Kwanzaa celebration. So I will scope from Kwanzaa tomorrow night. And just let you see, I decided, because they asked for volunteers, and they also asked for people to donate a dish. So I decided we decided we were going to go ahead and donate a dish. So we will be donating a dish tomorrow for the Kwanzaa celebration and going out to celebrate with all the rest of the beautiful black people and everybody else that's here in Greensboro for the Greensboro Kwanzaa Collective. So you will see some interesting stuff tomorrow night, and I'll be periscoping live from there. If they have good internet connection. If not, I will periscope after the event. But I'll take some pictures and post them online. And Danielle, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. And I don't know how to say it except for to say thank you, because this Periscope thing and just being able to hopefully help more people and be able to reach out to people on a now it's daily basis, it's something that's empowering for me too. It's not like it's a selfish thing, but it keeps me motivated to find something to talk to you about every day and keep you going, because I do recognize some people don't have anybody to talk to, and so that helps me to give it to the people because you guys are here. So have a great night, and if you are watching on the replay, don't forget to heart it up for me. All right, you guys are beautiful. See you later.